Springleaf Residences over 90% sold. Wow, okay. I would say that it's quite a bit of a shocker. Okay, shocker but not a shocker because due to the demand for low price new launches, I will not be surprised that there's a lot of people, they want to buy a new launch for investment, but they feel priced out of the 2,300, 2,400 PSF, which actually one of my clients did express that to me as well. A lot of them will actually feel priced out, and they will actually go for naturally the cheapest option because that's what they can buy. But for me, usually I have a few concerns which I have with the buyer. I actually advise. My thesis for Springleaf is that you must be able to hold long, and you must be someone which is able to handle high risk. Because if you're someone who is going for Springleaf, look at the map itself, there's nothing much there. No schools, it's only near MRT. So likely the people who want to buy there usually will be someone who is maybe okay to travel. They are someone who is looking for that extra. But the main thing is, right, when you are buying over there, there's 900 units over there. Most of them are for investment. If you are someone who is going to be exiting in 4 years time, now the SSD is 4 years, you are looking to sell at the end of 4 years. Based on my experience transacting 100 plus properties in 2024, I can tell you that from the ground, right, when upon TOP, a lot of units just TOP'd, right, water gardens, all this kind of thing, Commodore, there will be a lot of people who are selling, and the buyer will take some time for it to get absorbed into the demand. And the buyer pool will likely come from the HDBs around it or just surrounding demand from existing condos. So people who are upgrading from a smaller condo to a bigger condo or upgrading from a HDB to a condo. And this will actually present some problems because Springleaf, there's really nothing there. People who want to buy and sell in the next 5 years, right, likely I would say that you will have a very, very, very difficult time to sell fast at the end of 5 years. Likely you will need to have some time for the demand to come in and for the supply to slowly get absorbed by the market. So this is something that I feel is a bit more dangerous, and you need to go in with eyes open into Springleaf. So it's something for consideration that I think everyone must know. So second thing, for Springleaf, right, I would recommend actually instead of Springleaf, some of my clients to go over to Canberra Crescent instead. Why? Because Canberra Crescent, there is already township there. Many amenities there, schools there, and there is so many HDBs and BTOs that's being built up over there. And I've transacted HDBs at Canberra before, right? So there is people who are there who support the demand, and there is already more of a lively township already. When you are buying at Canberra, the best case scenario for Springleaf is like you what big, right? Somehow the area gets developed over the next 10 years, and you are able to hold for long term, and the area becomes very good. The prices measure up to 2.5k PSF. Then you tend to earn that 200, 300, 400 price gap of PSF. So that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, can't sell, forced to hold. The development for the area is kind of halted, not very much things are developed, and you're forced to hold the property, and you must have the holding power. That means aka the mortgage repaying abilities of you must be strong. That means you must be comfortable in your job. You can hold, you can pay the mortgage for the next 10 years, no problem, and you have a high risk tolerance. Then I'll say go for it. But Canberra is for people who are less risk tolerant. They want something more chill, and Canberra, you're entering at 1,900 below 2,000 PSF. Also, you likely be able to match up to, in the next few years time, the competition around the Canberra area. Brownstone and Park Canberra and a few others, many of the condos there will likely cross the 10-year mark and become an older condo. So there would likely be demand for new condos like Canberra Crescent Residences. And the layout there, I like the layouts quite a bit as well. So my thesis for Canberra Crescent is likely you'll be able to see growth at Canberra. It's a higher chance, a higher bet that you'll be able to see growth in Canberra Crescent Residences, and more chance that you will not lose money, you'll be able to earn something there. Although the earning ability of Canberra Crescent, I won't say that you will hit those kind of jackpot kind of money, like 100 palms, you will hit like 1,000 plus PSF increase. But I would say that it's a much safer bet, people who are buying into Canberra Crescent. Point number 2, because of budget issue as well. If your budget is about there whereby you can decide to get a 3-bedroom at Springleaf or a 4-bedroom at Canberra Crescent, please go for 4-bedroom Canberra Crescent, because 4 bedrooms are very hot and are limited in supply. And when more people wants to buy bigger space, they will naturally look for the most affordable to buy a 4-bedroom, which naturally goes back to the 4 bedrooms at Canberra area. Right? If they want something new that's easier to resale, the older resale flats like Brownstone, all these might be filtered out, and you are left with all the 4 bedrooms at the newer condos, right? Like Park Canberra or Canberra Crescent Residences, which this is your future demand from the current supply of HDBs at the Canberra area. So if you were buying a 4-bedroom, I'll say it's a no-brainer to go for a 4-bedroom and Canberra Crescent instead of a Springleaf. So that's my breakdown of the entire Springleaf versus Canberra Crescent Residences saga. Again, if you need my service, do WhatsApp me. Numbers in the description. I'm from Homeseller. I sell condos for a fixed fee of $499, HDB for $199, and landed for $999 in fixed agent commissions. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Im Tong Boon here, and see you again in my next video. Ciao.